Hi, I am MD Rafiqul Islam Robin, third year PhD student from University of Houston. I will present our paper Understanding Neural Code Intelligence through Program Simplification. This is a joint work with Dr. Vincent Helendon from Carnegie Mellon University and Dr. Mohammad Amin Alipur from University of Houston. Deep learning has increasingly been used for various code intelligence tasks. For example, method name prediction, buggy variable detection, and so on. In method name task, the model takes the body of a method and predicts the name of that method. And in variable misuse task, the model takes a program and predicts the location of the buggy variable and the corresponding correct target variable. To reliably use such models, developers often need to reason about the behavior of the underlying models. But unfortunately, deep neural models for code intelligence remain opaque black boxes. Various methods have tried to reduce this opacity, but these approaches are often specific to a particular set of architecture or require accessing to the network's parameter. In this paper, we propose a simple model agnostic approach to identify relevant input feature to a model's prediction. This code snippet is an example from the method name dataset, where the goal is to predict the method name from the method body. A developer looking at this program could provide several explanations why this is onCate method. For example, there is a super.onCate invocation that strongly suggests that this method overrides a method with the same name in the parent class. Also, if developer familiar with the Android activity, then they can recognize that onCate method is used to initialize a user interface with the setContentView call. A code intelligence model, for example Code2Vec, can correctly predict this code snippet as onCate, but it does not offer any kind of reasoning about its prediction. Here our approach can help to provide better compelling explanation. In our approach, we adopt the delta debugging algorithm, a popular useful program simplification technique to reduce the size of an input program. The main insight is that by removing irrelevant parts from an input program while preserving the same correct prediction, we may better understand the relevant feature in the model's inference. Given an input program P and a model M, our approach first records the target prediction Y given by the model M on the original input program P. The delta debugging algorithm then produces a candidate program by removing some parts from the original input program. If the reduced program does not provide the same prediction Y, it rejects this candidate and creates another candidate by removing some other parts from the input program. If it provides the same prediction Y, the reduction will continue. It then iteratively searches for a minified program that produces the same prediction as the original input program. The final minified program is on-minimal, where any attempt to further reduction will change the model's correct prediction. Here is an example of reduction of an input program while preserving the predicted method name onGate by Code2Vec model. This table shows some steps where each row is an intermediate reduced program with corresponding prediction score that still preserves the same prediction as the original input program. The reduction continues until the program is fully minified. Looking at the final reduced program and comparing with the original input program, we can see that the model certainly did not care about the Android related feature for making the correct prediction. All it takes a shortcut. In this case, the presence of another method call with the same name in the method body. We applied our approach for 2 tasks across 4 popular code intelligence models and 2 datasets in order to significantly reduce the program size but preserving the same correct prediction. In our experiment, we consider both buggy inputs and non-buggy inputs from the misuse dataset. We seek to answer the following research questions. How much can typical input program be reduced by our approach? And what is the characteristics of program reduction and probability score? Do the reduced program preserve the tokens that are most used by attention mechanism? And finally, what is the running cost of our approach? The goal of our approach is to reduce the size of an input program as much as possible to keep features that are highly relevant to the model's prediction. This figure shows its capacity to do so in terms of the size of original programs versus the percentage of tokens removed. On average, our approach can reduce input program by more than 60% in method name models and around 90% in Vermeer's model. We also observe that different architecture shows slightly different behaviors in terms of the degree of reduction. The transformer model permitting less reduction than RNN and the method name models permitting less reduction than Vermeer's models. This is an example from the Vermeer's dataset. The original program is a buggy program, and we have reduced this program with both RNN and transformer model. In the original buggy program, the synthetically induced error is on line 3, where the misuse variable mTime is incorrectly passed to the path call in place of the correct name parameter. In the RNN reduced program, the model preserves the part where mTime variable is wrongly used to the path call instead of the name parameter that remains unused. But the transformer model prefers to preserve the assignment to the mTime variable, which appears out of place given its preceding use before initialization. According to these reduced programs, the RNN model highlights the unused name parameter while the transformer model highlights the use of mTime before its assignment. These different traces may support that two models are learning different kinds of shortcut to make the correct prediction. We next evaluate the similarity between the tokens in the reduced program and the tokens found by the attention mechanism. The following figures show the similarity in the buggy inputs and non-buggy inputs for transformer model. We observe that a large portion of tokens is shared between attention and reduction. On average, more than 60% in buggy input and more than 80% in non-buggy input. We then track the final prediction score against the fraction of the program that was reduced. The degree of reduction does not appear to impact the prediction score much, as few tokens make the difference between correct prediction and misprediction. Reduced program still preserve relatively high probability score in most of the cases. We also perform reduction with character level data debugging alongside the token level and found that the character level reduction is able to remove another 10 to 20% of characters in the input program. We now check the reduction time and found that the program reduction based on token is efficient and can reach the minified input in a relatively small number of steps. On average, the reduction takes less than 2 minutes in the method name task and less than 4 seconds in variable misuse task. The runtime for method name task is comparatively higher than the variable misuse task because in our experiment, the method name model require a parsable program and AST for making a prediction, while the Vermeer's model can work with any sequence of tokens. So in summary, we present a simple model agnostic approach using the delta debugging algorithm. Our approach can significantly reduce the program size while preserving the same prediction by the model. This substantial reduction may allow us to better understanding the relevant feature in the model's inference. We observe that few tokens make the difference between correct prediction and misprediction, and models often use simple syntactic shortcuts in their prediction. The reduced program still preserves relatively high probability to provide correct prediction and takes a relatively small amount of time to reach the minified program. We also make our artifact publicly available for further study. Thank you.